Have you given up on chasing your dreams because you thought it was impossible? Maybe you said, I can't, or I'm not enough. Today, you'll meet Amber Skyrpan. She was born without a femur bone in her leg. So you think that chasing her dream to play volleyball seemed impossible, right? Today, Amber is not only playing volleyball, she is a Paralympic athlete with Team Canada for sit volleyball. I trust that Amber's story of courage will empower you to ditch your I can't mentalities and chase your dreams. Welcome to this segment of Contagious Courage with VN King. Amber Skyrpan, thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for wanting to share my story.
We're talking today about chasing our dreams and not letting anything stop us from chasing our dreams. And you had this dream to play volleyball, yet you're born without a femur bone in your right leg. Like, could you please take us back, walk us through this journey?
Absolutely. I was born in a small town of Wandering River, so the knowledge of being different from everyone else wasn't really there to begin with.
Okay.
So that's where I wanted to play volleyball too, because I wanted to be like everyone else. I tried it. It was hard. It got to a point where high school, very competitive, and you had to try out for the team. But tried out and the coach accepted me on the team. That's where it was okay, this sport is hard. Yeah, that this is going to be a really big challenge for me to keep going playing standing. Sitting volleyball found me. A girl that I played against in standing, we went to a zonal tournament and she was also missing her right leg. And she was trying for parasport after she had graduated and she found sitting volleyball. They were starting the program here in Canada and she remembered competing against me. And so she got her coach to contact my coach. And my coach pulled me aside one day after practice and presented this opportunity to me and said, you know what, there's a sport out there, it's called sitting volleyball, and I think this would be a good thing for you because yes, standing is really hard. And this one may be something that I could continue on doing.
How did you feel when you were approached by that? What was going through your mind?
So when he pulled me aside, I was all yeah, okay. And then I went home and I was just mad and I was like, who's he to tell me that I'm disabled? Because I wasn't, and I was denying the fact that that is part of my identity, that, I am disabled. I have no leg, so this could be something that could be in my life.
But it's the Canada team, this is exciting. Did you?
That honestly didn't even register in my head. I was too focused on the fact that
you were losing.
Yeah. That I was now being identified by everybody else as something that I was denying. So after going home, and Mom was kind of like, well, Amber, this is reality. This is actually something that is your identity. And then just go and try it. So.
Okay. So you went and you tried out.
Yeah.
What was that like? How did you feel when you sat on the court for the first time? Was it hard to transition from standing to sitting?
Oh yeah, I was so nervous to begin with because I was going by myself. My parents weren't there because they were away, so I was staying with a sister. Went and everyone had their legs off. And this was so weird to me because I was never even wearing shorts or dresses because I wanted to hide my leg, and now you're telling me I have to take it off?
Okay.
Hoy.
Wow.
So took it off, sat on the floor, and then I couldn't move because in standing, you use your legs. You run everywhere. So that's the first thing that you have to do is move on your legs. Well, this sport, it's your hands are your legs.
Wow.
So transitioning from the idea of, okay, my hands need to be down as my right position instead of hands need to be up and open.
Right, because that's right.
It's the same, but it's completely different.
Wow. Okay, so you're physically trying to adapt to this.
Yes.
How was it emotionally trying to adapt to all the challenges that now you're facing?
Well, being that age as well is hard for anybody. You just want to fit in. You just want to be like everyone else. wanting to like hide that I didn't have a leg. And now coming into this sport, I had to completely be okay with not even wearing a leg in front of everybody else.
Wow.
And having to move around. That was definitely hard emotionally for me because I was so self-conscious about it. So being with other amputees was so impactful on my self-esteem because they were all like the same age but a little bit older than me, so a little more experienced in life as an amputee.
Right.
And their struggles, and they were able to help me accept this part of my identity and stop denying it.
Right.
So like being okay with, you know, not having my leg on all the time or walking a little bit funny. So that push of, you have to take this off to play this, was hard, but easy at the same time because everyone else was the same. So then we started to have a team and we were playing in front of people, like in front of crowds of normal, able-bodied. Everyone has all their parts. And then that's where I was like, okay, all the nerves start to come back again and had to be encouraged again to go out and play and not let it affect you.
It's interesting how this journey physically led you to force yourself to have more confidence in yourself. I wonder for us watching, what would you want to say to somebody about just embracing who you are? What have you learned on the court that has transitioned into what you've learned about yourself in life?
So it's definitely less tiring to try to live a lie because essentially it is a lie that I was denying that part of me that no, I am normal just like everyone else, and it was so tiring and exhausting to try to create something that I wasn't. And so having the courage built from this team to help empower my self-esteem and just my own self-worth too, because I was told grade 8 that I wouldn't be dated because I had no leg, and that did a lot of damage to me. So having the courage to no longer have to wear my leg in front of a boy was so like weightlifting.
That's incredible. And I think that people are watching. I think for us all, we all have things about ourselves that we try to hide because we don't feel we're good enough and whatever. But I think that what I'm hearing from your story that we can embrace is that the more open and real we are, the more alive we feel inside. And I feel that that is a contagious part of our lives. Because when we're trying to hide, we're trying to be something that we're not. And I'm seeing that in your journey, what you found is that the more that you were able to embrace who you truly were, that you were able to then be more confident, Amber.
Yeah, got so much more out of life too. Like trying to fit the cookie cutter of what society thinks is perfect and what is beautiful. And that's what I was trying to fit into, and I just wasn't.
Right.
And then having the courage to live as what I am, not trying to hide who I really was.
Yeah.
Has given me so much more out of life. Yes. Like I now have a family. I now am representing Canada on a major scale.
Right.
Like I have so many more opportunities.
Yeah.
And
here you
trying
are.
to hide myself, I wouldn't be living this life anymore.
Absolutely. And here you are, your whole life you thought you were different. And now, Amber Skyrpan, you are making a difference. Like you are an inspiration to so many. Like, what has been the most amazing part of this whole experience for you?
That I have been given a platform by God to touch people that have been going through the same struggles that I have growing up. That, you know, even coming from a small town, for anyone that isn't just physically disabled, coming from a small town to live a dream of being successful in sport, being successful in business, and anything seen outside of your small little community. Well, I'm from a small town community. I'm physically disabled as well, and I've succeeded on a world scale.
I want to stop you. You are physically able, girl. You are so physically able. There are people out there, and there are people watching that they're more disabled than the girl I'm seeing right here in front of me. So I just, want to put that out there for all you watching. But, something that we're defined by is different. Like when you embrace you're different, you can totally make a difference. And that's what you're doing. And so I want to ask you also, like, if there's somebody watching that they're struggling and they think that maybe they're chasing their dreams is not a reality. And maybe they're caught in, I can't, or it seems impossible. Like literally, Amber, you have like smashed the stigma of what is impossible and chasing your dreams. You're not chasing it, you're living it. What would you want to tell somebody today because they think it's impossible?
Yeah, well, the struggle is definitely real.
Yes.
But it also is what makes the achievement so much more worth it.
Right.
Because you put your blood, sweat, and tears into it, and now here's something beautiful that came out of all your hard work and all your failings and everything else that was so hard and you wanted to quit about. Well, you didn't, and that makes the reward so much more meaningful.
Yes. God, like, how has your faith been tested or grown as a result of this whole journey?
It's easy to forget that everything that I have been given and everything that I have achieved is because of God and because of his love for me. It's gotten better where I am able to grow because of the relationship that I'm in.
So this journey has definitely taught you something about grace and...
He can give it and he can take it.
Yes, absolutely. How much is a community support important in what you're doing on and off the court? Like what kind of supports are needed for you to even be on this Canadian national, international stage?
It's so important for not only the program itself, because the program, well, we can't compete without having money. Money is a big factor, but even having the support of the community, not just financially, but they're supporting us emotionally, giving us advice on how to make it through a hard week of balancing life and work.
And having that support is key, right? Whether it's emotional, financial, whatever we do, we need community to be able to pursue our dreams. And there's a huge thing coming up right away in the summer.
Yes, it is the Paralympic Games in Tokyo this August.
Right, but give us an update on where Canada sits. Sorry, pardon the pun. Where Canada sits in ranking to get to those games.
So right now we are ranking 5th, just behind the Ukraine. So we have our last chance qualifier for the Paralympic Games the end of February. So we are flying.
Right away.
Yeah, we are flying to Halifax the 23rd or 24th, and we're going to compete there against 4 other teams. And the gold medalist out of that tournament will be the last spot for the Paralympic Games in Tokyo.
Wow. Well, we're going to wish you all the best, Amber, in that, and hoping that we will be able to cheer Canada on in those games in Tokyo. Everyone needs a cheerleader, right? And so whether you're going to message Amber and tell her that you're cheering her on, or that, you want to support her financially, please, if you're watching this and you can, help support Amber. By all means, please reach out to her. I just want to thank Amber for coming here today and helping us see that we have to ditch our I can't mentalities, you guys. There is so much more that we can accomplish if we don't get in our own way, right?
Right.
And so all that's left to say is, not to us, O Lord, not to us, but to you in your name goes all the honor and glory for his unfailing love and faithfulness. Until next time, bye for now. Do you think